one can bring me down. You know, I've been sitting here thinking, what can we really compare this Gypsy Rose situation to? Is there anything in life that we can compare this train wreck to? And then I got to thinking, you know, Gypsy Rose's situation is much like a game of limbo. You know, the how low can you go? How low can you go? Oh, how low can you? You know what I mean? Because it feels like Gypsy is in a game of limbo with herself, trying to see how low she can stoop before she completely falls to the ground, crashes, and burns. And it's like every couple of days, the music starts playing and how low can you go? And you just see Gypsy slowly arching her back, trying to get under that limbo stick, doing whatever she can to stoop just a tad bit lower than she did last time. Because once you start doing things to fish for attention, you have to start one-upping yourself constantly. So being out and about, seeing with her ex-fiancé, oh, that was really low on the limbo, but it's not as low as she can go. In fact, I think all of us will be surprised by how flexible Gypsy Rose is in the long run, because this girl has stooped really low, but I don't think we've seen anything yet. Now, in my last video, we saw some pictures of Gypsy Rose out over the weekend with her ex-fiancé. They were still claiming that they're not together, they're not banging, that there's nothing there, they're just friends. But in these photos, they were all hugged up. Ken was like smelling Gypsy's hair. You know what I mean? Like kissing her on the top of the head. It was obvious that they got something going on, but they've been trying to manipulate people for like over a month now for no reason. And it's like, we're not in high school. We're not in middle school. We don't have the mentality of a child like Gypsy, so this stuff isn't working. And to be honest, Ken, you're like fucking 50 years old. Why are you out here playing these little kid games? It's kind of creepy. When I see your face and I see you out here, hee hee, ha ha, pretending, hiding our public displays of affection, it's like you're not 14, dude. Like, get over yourself. And this manipulation that's been going on, it's kind of, I don't want to say, how can I put it? It's not frustrating, but it's just kind of sickening. It gets on my nerves that Gypsy feels like she can manipulate people. And I know there's a lot of, not so bright people out there that allow themselves to be manipulated by people like Gypsy, but we don't let that type of stuff ride over here. So TMZ came out and TMZ says, oh my God, we have exclusively obtained these photos of Gypsy and Ken. They're kissing, and guess what? It's official. It's officially official.
It's official. I am now licensed.
It's officially official. After we and other people called her out for her manipulating nonsense, basically putting it on blast that we know that you and Ken got something going on, now her and Ken have come out and they have confirmed that they are indeed a couple. They are seeing each other. Never mind the fact that she's not even divorced from Ryan yet. Just left the guy a couple of weeks ago. Her and Ken are already in a full-blown relationship, and somehow, listen folks, I don't know how. This seems like impossible. But TMZ, like, they got these photos of Gypsy and Ken kissing each other. And I'm sitting here, my mind is freaking blown, like, how did y'all get these photos? But then it hits me. Wait. Obviously, Gypsy took these photos herself. Look at this photo. Now, all of you feeling bad for Gypsy, constantly throwing a pity party, wanting to feel bad for her, wanting to feel bad for yourself, wanting to lie in your bed all day, crying, eating ice cream, just self-pitying yourself up. Listen, look at this photo. Leave Gypsy alone. Leave her alone. She deserves her privacy. Gypsy doesn't want privacy. This is a photo Gypsy obviously took of herself kissing Ken, and then she sold it to TMZ. She has been caught once again. This is, I don't know how many times she's done this. We've already pointed it out at least 2 or 3 times on this channel. But this is how low she's stooping. Not only is she married, out, obviously doing stuff with this other dude, but she's taking pictures of them kissing while she's still married to Ryan, and she's selling them to the tabloids. She does not care, obviously, that it makes her look bad. She's already addicted to the attention. And let's be honest, the money that they pay for these photos, it ain't hurting. So Gypsy herself is going out of her way to make herself look bad because Gypsy is in a game of limbo. And I don't think she feels as if she can get positive attention. So she's doing negative things that will have a negative impact on her life, all just to get negative attention, because negative attention is better than no attention, and no attention is Gypsy's worst nightmare. But with that being said, I think I'm spewing too much common sense right now. So let's go ahead and dive into this article and see what nonsense Gypsy and Ken have to say. Gypsy and Ken are officially back together, putting their rekindled love on display at a public event this past weekend. Gypsy Rose and her ex-fiancé locked lips and showed off major PDA Saturday in the Noya at the Jazz Fest down there. And if you thought the first photos showing them cuddled up were something, wait till you get a look at these new shots. Just wait until you get a look at these new shots that we bought from Gypsy herself. TMZ obtained new photos and videos. Oh, how did you obtain this stuff? Could it be Gypsy and her stepmom? Constantly her stepmom exploiting her, talking Gypsy into selling these videos and photos of herself. But, let's just keep reading. TMZ obtained new photos and videos of Gypsy and Ken swaying to the music, and there's a sweet new kissing shot here too, with the lovebirds locking lips for a big old smooch. To hit the point home, Gypsy tells TMZ, and this is them admitting it, that Gypsy is directly talking to TMZ now. Gypsy tells TMZ, after reconnecting earlier this month, we realized that our love for each other is simply undeniable, and life is too short not to take a chance. We have a history that made for the perfect foundation for a new beginning. We are together and in a wonderful place in our relationship. We know it is going to be a long road ahead, but we are excited for our future. Now, Gypsy says that her and Ken have a history. What history? Him creeping on you while you were in jail? Sorry. But I think dudes that try to get with women that are in prison are really creepy. Because what they're doing is they're trying to take advantage of a woman that they feel is vulnerable. They can't get themselves a woman on the outside, so they go try to find a desperate woman in prison, hanging over, things over their head like, hey, I have money, I'm free, I have a house for you to come to. So they hang over these incentives over these women's heads, hoping that they can somehow, get with them or control them, because these women have nothing. They're coming straight out of prison. And these men view them as injured animals, easy prey. So I said the same thing about Ryan. And even though I'm defending Ryan when it comes to this breakup, I think him hitting up Gypsy Rose was creepy too. All of these dudes who are pursuing romantic relationships with this mother killer who had no teeth, looked like a 12-year-old, and was in a wheelchair, these people are freaking weird. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had a thing for kids as well. They're probably attracted to the, I'm on a high right now, I sound like I'm 7. They're probably attracted to that for a reason. But yeah, Oh, we had a history together. What history? You talked to this dude for a couple of months while you were in jail? What about your freaking history with Ryan when he was there for years putting money on your books, making sure you had food to eat, making sure you had a roof over your head, making sure you got new clothes when you got out of prison? What about that history? That history means nothing because now you're off to bang the next dude. And I don't think this guy will last long either, but it's all up to Gypsy. Because Gypsy is the screenwriter for her reality show. And even though all of this stuff is real and it's playing out, it's all part of Gypsy's script. And I can't wait to just watch what a mess she makes out of her life because she brought this on herself. And it's like some people make mistakes. And Gypsy is one of those people that never got to live, so I think that she needs to get out here and make mistakes, honest mistakes. But Gypsy is not making honest mistakes right now. Gypsy is purposely making mistakes because she knows that it makes for interesting storylines and content for her future book deals and reality shows. Which, by the way, she's got another book deal now. And I'm just trying to figure out, how much do people need to hear from this woman? How many books, how many TV shows, how many documentaries do you need to watch and read about the same damn thing? Yeah, okay, her mom was freaking bad. And then she crafted a plan and manipulated some dude into killing her mom. And then they had sex right afterwards. Dude still covered in blood. Yeah, all of that stuff happened. It's freaking gross and disgusting. And I don't think that we should keep putting Gypsy on this pedestal. We need to let this woman just fade into obscurity, but that's not going to happen. But because there's other forces in this world that are promoting this nonsense, encouraging this nonsense, we need forces in this world pushing back, and that's why I'm here. But for now, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, let me know what you feel, about everything. Don't bite your tongue. How do you feel about the fact that Gypsy Rose is selling her own photos to TMZ and is selling her own rumors to TMZ? And then she tries to act like a victim, like she wants privacy. It's so weird, but let me know your thoughts below. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to donate, you can donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. But with all of that being said, I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.